Hello everybody, this is Fernando for Godzilla Movie News. Yet another entry in my Urban Legends YouTube channel. This one having to do with something that actually came to me today as a surprise. I had never heard of this urban legend before. And the reason I came across it is because, again, I was looking at some information with the Philadelphia experience and about time traveling. And this urban legend has to do with a very unique concept. It's called the Time Traveling Hipster, which you'll see a picture of here. And all in all, it's a very fascinating urban legend. It's one that's actually true in terms of the photograph being real, but not true in terms of whether this person is time traveling or not. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about that here. This picture is actually dated November 1940 or 1941, and it comes from a museum in British Columbia, Canada. And what immediately stands out with this picture is the gentleman that's on the right-hand side looking essentially like somebody that's dressing in modern-day clothing. But this is, again, a picture that's dated 1940/1941. And it's the hoodie-looking sweater that he has on, along with what looks to be a printed t-shirt and some unique sunglasses, and of course the hairstyle that a lot of people, young people, guys especially, wear today, where it's poofed up, kind of like Super Saiyan mode, and that essentially makes it stand out completely from all the other patrons within the photo. Now, there has been research done into this photo, and it turns out that 100% the photo is true. That is somebody that's in the photo. So, again, the notion that this is actually a time traveler is pretty far-fetched. So what you see here is the real thing. It's not photoshopped. It hasn't been manipulated. It's not a combination of several photos. Everything is 100% legit. And the reason for that is back in December 2010, somebody by the name of Evgeny was in Russia. They did a little bit of traveling and a little bit of hunting, but they were actually able to find the original photograph itself. The one that you see there is actually a copy, the one that's in the museum in Canada. The one that's the original, they were able to find near at a location in Russia. So they were able to match it against the copy, and everything is 100% legitimate. Also, what makes the photo 100% legitimate is the second photo here, which is a different angle. Now, to give a little history about what the photo contains, essentially it's a bunch of people that are there at the opening of a bridge. Apparently, a flood took away a bridge, and so the bridge was being rebuilt. And when it was being unveiled, there was a lot of people there, presumably from the press, because you see a lot of them, of course, with cameras in their hands. And it's called, the official title of the photo is called The Reopening of the South Fork Bridge After Flood in November 1940 or 1941. And so the second photo that you see here is another angle of that bridge being reopened, and sure enough, that arrow is pointing to that same guy. So if somebody went out of their way to, let's say, create or manipulate these photos, they certainly went ahead and did it on a second photo, in other words, in terms of photoshopping this person inside the photo. But again, it's been verified that these photos are 100% real, and the person you see there is real. It's just the little things that make that person stand out. And from more research that was done, it turns out that that hoodie-looking sweater that guy has is actually a cardigan. It's only the way the wrinkles are at the top of a neck that make it look like a hoodie, but it's not. It's actually just a regular cardigan. And the printed type shirt that looks to be spelling out an M, turns out it's from some kind of Montreal NHL team, some kind of national hockey league that was existing back during that time period. They were called the Montreal Maroons, and that is their logo as well. Also, the sunglasses he has on, again, look modern day, but actually they've been in existence since the 1920s. And the sealer, is his hairstyle, which of course mimics what a lot of hipsters these days do with their hair. I guess this guy, just for whatever reason, had his hair that way, and that's what makes it stand out particularly. So, urban legend in terms of this being a time traveler is false, but urban legend in terms of this being a real photo, yes, it is 100% real. and I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, it does stand out. The guy does look like somebody that's in the wrong era at the wrong time, but no, it's him. It's 100% real. Nobody was able to been confirmed, though, who this gentleman is, and considering the date of the photo, 1940, and his age, presumably mid-20s, now that we're 70 years after the fact, this guy is getting up there. He's probably in the 90s, if he's still alive, up until the 90s. It's 100 plus years of age, and it's not very likely that he's still alive. So otherwise somebody would have been able to say, yeah, I know that person. That's me, or that used to be somebody I know. So anyways, thanks as always, everybody. Take care. Bye.